This time, I made a removable doghouse for my car. That way I can work on my transmission easier when I break it, because I'm definitely going to break it. My garbage can that I use on the daily in the garage. In fact, there's even garbage in it right now. Rusty Jones. I'm thinking about slicing this bitch right in half, and that'll be a good start to the tunnel in there on top of the tranny and the T-case. Is it ironic that Rusty Jones is a product designed for anti-rust? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know that stuff. I think it'll look cool. Yep, I'm doing it. Thinking right down the seam is my best bet here. We'll find out if it is or not. I didn't think about how I would follow this side. We will just get it as close as we can. Does that look center? Who knows? Looks pretty close to me. I'm not afraid to use what I have around the garage to make things work. What if I can flatten that out? I like it a lot. I think I'm just gonna notch it. Just notch it on the output shaft side here so it can go down a little bit more. Get a little better fitment, as they say. And then we'll see how we're looking. Ooh, looks pretty good actually. I was worried I took too much. I think just a skosh more back on this corner. Just a skosh. I like-y. Now how do I attach-y? I don't have a whole lot of metal manipulation tools other than heat and force.
You have failed me for the last time.
But I'm hoping I can, whoa, wow. Well, that didn't work. This is roughly the same radius as that can I cut up. I'm gonna try and heat this rebar up and get a shape in it. And then maybe I can build my mount off of that somehow. I don't know yet. Just winging it here. Yep. Let's just see what she looks like. I decided if I can clamp this down, I can get the rest out of it. Yeah, no, maybe so, I don't know. Gonna try. Ow, this isn't going well. Ow, burn my finger. Not going good. Ah. Why is it doing this? Yeah, that's not going well. Well, I beat this thing into submission and got it kind of an arc. I ended up just tacking this piece in for now because this wasn't working. I got frustrated. Still not liking the direction that's going. I think if I can figure out where the seats need to be, then I can work this into the equation, and it'll be fine. It'll be easier, I hope. You know, sometimes in these build projects, the guy can drive himself frickin' mad trying to figure out how to do some of this stuff, but not this time. This time I win. After I got frustrated with the rebar not working the way I wanted it to, I sat and pondered and thought and wondered how the hell I was gonna do this. And this is what I've come up with. I'm gonna make a skeleton here, like I've already started doing on this side, and I'll show you how I did all that, and attach it to my half a garbage can here. I've even cut the rest of that off of there. It's right here. I've decided I'm just gonna basically make a skeleton to fill in the rest of the areas now that I know where my seats are gonna fit. And then once that's done, I could take that out and work on it out here. I can work on it in here. It doesn't really matter because it's gonna be a rigid frame. I can just start attaching sheet metal or whatever I want to that, and it should be good. Still doesn't answer the question of how I'm going to attach it to the car, but it's a start. So far, it's just I got a tack here and a tack here just holding this one single bar. The rest of it's all loose. And then when I'm all done building the framework out, I will figure out how I'm gonna make the mounts work, and then I'll cut these tacks out, and it'll all make sense. Trust me, or don't, whichever you prefer. This is how I'm doing it. I'm gonna figure out where the flush spot below the floor is, and then I'll frame that out and make that out. We'll see. You'll see how it goes. But I ended up bending this piece of 1/4-inch rod around my Krager rim that I tried to use for the rebar that failed miserably. This 1/4-inch rod, it worked perfect. So right now I'm just tacking that around, and I'm just gonna keep building up from there. So that's where we are. And that's what we're doing, right or wrong. Hopefully it helps you out. We got a nice tight fit going along here. I'm pretty happy with it. Stinky. It's okay, you can be surprised I didn't burn through. I'm surprised. My plan, I'm gonna build it level with the floor frame, and then when that's all done, I'll go back through and cut off the excess that I don't need. I don't want to do it while it's in the car still, because there's stuff behind there and I don't want to accidentally nick something I shouldn't, because that would suck, and we don't need those kind of problems. I'm sure this is fine. I'm gonna keep piecing her together here. In my defense, the battery didn't die because I brought extra batteries with me this time. The memory card filled up, and it doesn't make any noise apparently when that happens. So here I am, talking away to the camera, getting shit done, and I look over and it's stopped at 33 seconds and not recording anymore. So I don't know, I got nothing. Don't know what it recorded or didn't. So I'll just continue on like I'm a professional, I guess, maybe. We all know that's wrong. Gotta put it back on the mount here. Get in there. Started piecing this side together. Got those doohickeys in here. Attached this. This is actually getting really rigid now, which is nice. I got this little guy here, which is gonna go about here. I will take my levelly bar and I'll get it roughly the same levelness as the floor, so it's about the same. And then we'll just keep piecing her together here. It's simple. Anybody could do this. Literally anybody could do this. Oh, that's hot. Let me just take this little doohickey, see how we're looking, and we just make this the same. Close enough for me. Well, let's give her a tiny little one there. Now, as long as these two bits here meet, you probably can't see it. As long as I force this bit to make this bit, it should be good, or good enough. Don't do that, folks. See? I know it looks like we're going downhill with that line and this line, but we're not. It's one of them there optical illusions, I hope. Because this is tapered downward and this is trying to stay level. Yeah, it should all come together just fine. Wow, I really screwed that up. I don't know what I did there. Try this again. Looks better. Just gave her a little tweak on the end here to match the contour. Not bad. I only burned through one time. We can fix that. That's not. See, look. Like it'll look. Okay, I made it worse. See, nothing to it. It's fine. No biggie. I'm still not sure how I want to address that part yet. So I think I'm gonna just shift my focus back here and work on this part for now. The basic thought is I'm just gonna find out where I can put this bar in, where it's above the T case, where it's below the floor, and then I'll build framework from this bar down to this bar, and from this bar back to here, and that should be pretty easy to fill in. And then I'm gonna have to wave a magic wand, snap some fingers, look at my nose and hopefully come up with something for that, because I'm still not sure how I want to address that yet. So I'm not going to get hung up on it though. I'm going to keep moving forward and work back here, because that needs to be done too. Maybe I should try and make that square somehow. Don't burn your cheek. Pretty close. Think I'm on to something. These seats weigh way more than you probably realize. They're not that light, and they're awkward, and very unbalanced. Thankfully, don't take them in and out very often once the car's done. That's what I was afraid of. I'm glad I did this. So if I had just went and sheet metaled this all in without the seat in here, this would be a real issue. But I can work with this. So I'll just basically build myself like a little box out of the steel rod I'm using here, so I can sheet basically I'm gonna sheet metal a little notch into the doghouse here for the seat to work around. Thankfully that locks in. I mean, that's really close. If I got to adjust something there later, I will. I'm not so worried about that. I'm gonna have to check that side too, but I'm gonna do this side first because I've already got this seat in. So might as well start here. Rod from here to here, and then I'll probably just bring that down 90 degrees and then over, so it's like a little notch. It makes sense in my head. If it doesn't when I'm explaining it, I'll show you when I get it done. Whoa. So I decided the smart thing to do was to get both seats in and get them both figured out now. Yep, sure did. It's all this little shit you never think about when you're doing this stuff. At least I never think about. So that's obviously gonna be an issue. I gotta notch this down enough too, because the seat hits the thing. Sure glad I put the seat in to check that. Got lucky, I guess. No big deal. Let's see if we can't square it up now and fix it. See? Already fixed. We're gonna take this puppy that we cut out, turn it upside down, weld that bitch right back in there. It'll give it plenty of clearance. And then it should be able to keep its strength still. I don't know if it's lacking any, but overbuild's better than underbuild. Perfect. I'll just find something sturdy to put in here that's solid. Everything else for the chair should be fine. There should be zero other clearance issues. Yep. I don't know, for me, the best way to handle this covering. There's some people that can make a really nice curved piece of metal with an English wheel and talent. I have neither. I think I'm gonna run a rod from here to about here, so then I can use a piece of metal, you know, sheet metal to cover that section. Maybe one from here to there. Then I can use, or maybe I go from here to here and just start. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure it out. So this is what I've come up with. All this right here. So it seems a little overkill, but I'm okay with that. As long as when I put the seat back in, the rail is clear through here, I should be able to cover this all with sheet metal, one piece at a time, like a jigsaw puzzle, because it's how I do things, and it should all work, hopefully. But I gotta put the seat back in and test it and make sure we're good to go. And then I can just start piecing it all together. We're getting there. Look at that, all kinds of clearance. I just get all that sheet metaled in, we're golden. Do I do that before I do? I'm gonna have to fix that side too, I think. I already know it's gonna bug me if I don't do it, so I'm gonna have to fix it. In and out. In and out. Ugh. I think I'm just gonna cover this section while I'm working on it. Finish one little area first. Made a template, fill on the ground, otherwise I'd show you, but basically just traced it onto a piece of metal. More of my trash can I cut up. I'm just gonna cut it out and hope for the best. Make her fit. With any luck, that should fit perfect right there. I'm gonna have to, nope, I'm not. I thought I was gonna have to beat it into place, but that looks like it's gonna fit really well. Let's fire the welder up and get her tacked all the way around, and we'll move on to the next one. And basically rinse and repeat. She needs a little tappy tappy. I just don't do good with thin metal, but it's on there. I don't know why sometimes it burns through and sometimes it doesn't. I don't fucking get it. I can zap here, it won't burn through. I can zap here and it burns through instantly. I don't fucking get it. Doesn't matter if I turn the welder up hot, turn the welder down low, it doesn't matter. It does the same fucking thing. Sorry I blew up. I think I need to get some smaller diameter wire too. I think that would help. I just don't get it. This is on 2 and it's burning instantly through. This was on 4 and it didn't. I don't get it. I got hit with the vid for the first time since this whole thing started, so it knocked me on my ass, I ain't gonna lie. But we're feeling better today. For the first time in 3 days I'm out of bed, and the first place I decided to go while I'm still in quarantine is obviously the garage. I mean, it makes sense to me. But because I've been so out of it, I honestly don't remember where we were, what I'd showed you, what I've recorded. I don't know. I don't remember. Still working on the doghouse, but what I did was I went through and put these pieces in here, this, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. So when I go and cut my welds off all my framing that I built, I got one here, can you see it? I don't know, and one here. So when I go and cut my welds off all this, that'll have something to sit on when I take it in and out. And my thinking is when I get this sheeted with sheet metal, I'm going to pop a hole or two in here and bolt, 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 bolt. I haven't decided if I'm going to do 1 on each side, 2 on each side, whatever it's going to take to lock her down nice for me. So that's where I am with that. So that plan is starting to come together. I'm about ready to start cutting this out and lift it out and see how we look. I did also figure out finally how I'm going to cover this section of the project. I took some more of that 1/4 inch rod and I just outlined my cross member here, welded the bitch right to the doghouse, and then I'll just sheet metal the spaces in so it's all enclosed, and we should be good to go. I mean, it's not going to be airtight because, you know, it's just not. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Stop judging. I'm running out of this thin. I take that back. I got all kinds of thin sheet metal right there. I mean, it's thin. It's teeny weeny tiny. And well, it sucks to weld because, well, I'm not a good welder and I keep burning through and I'm not happy about it. To fix that problem, I got valve covers. These are the old valve covers off of That motor. Blower. Figure out what I need here and take it out of there. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then I'm just gonna mix match, Mod Podge, throw random sheet metal coverings over the rest of it. That's the catch up. Hopefully it all makes sense when I edit this all together, because I'm gonna shut up now and start welding some shit. Should fit pretty good. I may need to do a little grinding as I need to, but you know, it's gonna fit really good. Then I'll get another one for in there, but whatever. One thing at a time, and I'm just gonna take this guy here, figure out the best fitment on here for it, transfer that to that, and then we'll cut her out and hammer her into place and weld it to fit, and you know, all that sweet jazz. Oh, look at that, perfect. You can't see it, but I marked it out. Basically means you can find your supplies in almost anything you have laying around. Where's my grinder? I'm putting gloves on. Perfect-ish. She just needs a little fine-tuning. Perfect. There, I even cleaned the oil leak up off of it. Kind of. We'll get her. Yeah, she needs a little more. Basically like brand new metal now. The viewer told me to keep my tip dipped to help with the splatter buildup, and that might help me stop welding my tip shut. So we're gonna give it a go. Already welded my tip shut. I think we need more wire speed. Just continue around now, I guess. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. It's really warm. Really, really warm. Oh, forgot to dip my nozzle. Ow. Uh-huh. It's got a little flare on the corner here we gotta get rid of. Again, maybe a little too much wire speed, not enough heat. I don't fucking know. Oh my God. I just don't understand. I see it in a big gap. This is not going well. I don't know what the hell my problem is, but there's a big gap that I don't get it. We'll make something work. I don't know why one weld that works perfect, the next weld that burns right through instantly. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, it's a big glob of glowing goo. Whatever. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Well, I got the doghouse sheeted, sheet metaled, covered up, finished out. I don't know what the terms are. It came out a little bit rougher than I had pictured in my head, and it's okay, it's fine, it doesn't matter. I'm kind of going for a wastelandy look anyway, so whatever. I decided to try signs. I had a bunch of these signs laying around. This is a body shop one, you know, probably a freaking Hobby Lobby deal. That worked out all right. Tried to incorporate some license plates, and it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, so I stopped instantly with that one. And then the rest of it is just Jeep. You know what I mean? Some of my mess here. Look, I even remember to dip. The rest of it is just Jeep roof. That Jeep roof. I did learn something here though. I've never been very good with welding thin sheet metal, as you can see by that disaster all over there. I'm not changing it, it's fine. For anybody else that's new to welding and never had any actual professional training, thinner wire. Somebody in my previous videos commented on that a while back, so I switched to thinner wire. That really helped. I also learned if there was big gaps, it was prone to burn through a lot easier. Whereas the gaps were tight, it worked really well. Take it for what it's worth. I don't know if there's anything to that or not. That's just what worked for me. Now that this is completely covered, I'm gonna go through and pop a couple holes, put some rivet nuts in, then this piece can be Done. Moved on. Finito. Complete. No more dealing with it until I gotta build that one yet. We'll come back and I'll take the stuff I learned from building this one and build that one. And with any luck, it should go better. I hope, maybe, probably not. I'm gonna try for it though. For now, I gotta drill holes. I'm gonna put at least 6 in there, I think. Just pop, 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 pop. 6 is probably still too many. I don't know. Maybe it only needs 1. No, I'm gonna do 6. Yep, that's what we're doing. I don't know if it matters where I put these precisely, so we're just gonna wing it. And I already broke that drill bit, so that's cool. Yep, real awesome. That's better. 2 more. Are you fucking kidding me? I should now be able to just cut these tack welds and lift this whole cover out. I hope. That's my plan. Where is it still welded? I can't see any welds anywhere, so we're just gonna give her a little pressure and see if that helps. Oh, she's definitely welded. Oh, completely missed that one. Ow! Somehow I had put an extra weld in there where I couldn't see it. Not on purpose. Now we should be free. I gotta go through and I'm just gonna trim all this up so none of this is extra here. I gotta get some riv nuts in. Hell yeah! And apparently get my multiple broke off drill bits out. Sweet! Okay, got my riv nuts out. I ruined 2 of them before I got this one in crooked. Mainly because I was doing it upside down and backwards because I'm an idiot. But I got it figured out now and I'm hoping I can salvage this riv nut bit for the last of them because I've really screwed that up now. I don't have the correct size drill bit, but I learned my step bit that I wrecked on my gas tank project actually stops at the right size, so I'm going with it. Just like so. Self-stopping. Hoping I can make do, and I haven't wrecked it too bad that I can finish this out. Except I just fucking broke it. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. What happens when you get frustrated and you break off your mandrel for your riv nut? Yeah, it gets stuck in the riv nut. I'm hoping it'll just spin right out of there. Half my build time is invested in fixing my fuck-ups. It's just the way it goes. Oh yeah, that's right. I welded the tip shut again. Ooh, she warm. That didn't really bite. That one did. Come on. Whatever it takes. We'll just put you down there because you're probably hot. Still gotta drill these guys out. Woo, smoking! Amazon hooked me up with a new attachment here for my riv nut. Cool. And by hooked up, I mean I went online, ordered the part, and paid for it, and they sent it to me. That's what you're supposed to do. That's how it's supposed to work. Just like that. With any luck, I might actually finish this project. Woohoo! 2 more! Yes! Now that I got everything squared away in the car, and I got it all sheeted, I gotta go through and pop some holes in the actual doghouse itself, so I can bolt it down and get it set in there right. Once it's set in there, I can lock her down and it fits awesome. It fits perfect, just like I want it. I love how it turned out. I know it's rough looking and I love it. I can't wait to get the other half done, the top section, and the whole look of everything is gonna really come together. So, but thanks for watching.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working